Good afternoon, everyone. From us here at ICRC-TV, we welcome you to Little Miami High School just to the south of Lebanon, where the Little Miami Panthers are hosting the Mariemont Warriors this afternoon today. Little Miami enters this game 2-2. My name is Charlie Gaynor. Doing our play-by-play for you this afternoon. Little Miami entered this game 2-2 after dropping 2 straight to West Claremont. And Mariemont enters this game 1-1 after splitting the first 2 solo games of their season. Standalone game today, both teams hoping to move into the realm over 500 with this one here tonight. And on the mound today is number 7, Blake Longbottom, the junior. He's been having a good time at the plate so far with an OBP of 308 to start the year. First time on the mound this year. First pitch coming up in the next few minutes. Pretty cloudy day today. We have winds potentially being a factor here today. 20-mile-an-hour winds to the northwest and some rain projected to come in at around 3:30. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll see if this game wraps up before any of that becomes a factor, hopefully. As warm-ups wrap up here, take a look around at the leading off for the Titans, or excuse me, Mariemont Warriors. It's gonna be Bo Dieter, the senior. Dieter hitting .667 to start the year with an .857 OBP. Very good start to the year. We'll see if we can get something going here at the top of the first. Longbottom deals, and the pitch is high for a 1-0 count, and we are underway here at Little Miami High School. This one whacked into left field at a leadoff single. Bo Dieter thinks about a double. He's going to hang at first. And he's now 3 for his first 4 at-bats to start the year. Very good start for this young man as the season gets underway. Absolutely jacked that high heater. That was what he was looking for. Here's Owen Betker, junior, hitting .600 to start the year. Wind up and the pitch. Take strike 1. Something to keep in mind for Little Miami. Last outing against West Claremont, they had 7 errors. So we're going to see if they keep the balls in the gloves. And a swing and a miss for strike 2. Longbottom in an early 0-2 count here. We'll see if he can get the first out of the game. Dieter leads off at first. 0-2 from Longbottom is high and away for ball 1. You can hear along the broadcast, that is the 20-mile-an-hour winds we're going to have pretty much all game today. Moving back towards home plate here. And this one popped up, and it is out of play, back beyond the fence. Nolan Cordray, the freshman, trying to make the play back along the fence. Able to do it again. Lead for Dieter. 1-2 again, and nope, the pickoff to first, and he is in there safely. Max Dooley, the senior, keeping an eye on him at the first base. 1-2 to Becker. Takes low for ball 2, and we're even. Double play ball still a factor here. Two. Hit hard to short. This could be 2. And the throw to first. They're going to call him safe. So we'll go down as a fielder's choice. First out of the game at second base. Here is Carson Quiambo. .167 batting average to start the year, 288 OBP. First pitch, hit hard down the left field line. And looks like it'll go foul. We'll do it again. Two RBIs this year for Quiambo. And that one is high and away. Apologies for the loud wind in my mic. We'll see if that plays a factor with any of balls hit high in the air today. Runner goes, pitches away. The throw to second is not in time. A stolen base for Owen Betker. And a man in scoring position with 1 down in the first for Mariemont. And a 2-1 count now to Carson Quiambo. Long bottom takes a look, now delivers. Hit hard down the left field line. Wells trying to make a play. And he's got it. Tough play out in left field there. And there's 2 down. Becker retreats to second. And out of the plate, with 2 down and the man on second. I believe that is Sam Hill, the senior. Look, delivers up the middle and to the shortstop. Gonna be tough play at first, throw to first, he got him, and that's the inning. 1 hit allowed, the leadoff man, but Longbottom takes care of things, and we're still scoreless as we head to the bottom of the first, coming up next.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires. For decades.
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Welcome back to Little Miami High School, bottom of the first here with the Mariemont Warriors, excuse me, now pitching for the first time today. They got a hit and a stolen base, but could not get anyone home. And on the mound here is Mitchell Barr, the junior, hitting .250 front the plate. And just like the Panthers, this is first outing of the year. It's going to be interesting to see if Mariemont can keep the score low, because their first 2 games, they've lost 8-0 and then won 12-9. That's 17 runs allowed over the first 2 games of the year. And we'll see if Mitchell Barr can help keep the runs off the board as Owen Hoke, the sophomore, leads off for the Panthers at the bottom of the first. As he takes strike 1, Hoke hitting .385 to start the year and a .438 OVP. And he takes strike 2, so quick. Excuse me, the first pitch was a ball, so it's a 1-1 count. Barr moving quickly, that one's away, 2-1. Hook, the second highest batting average on the Panthers so far to start the year, and now he takes ball 3. Suck up on deck, and Hoke will walk to start the game.
Batting second, Ian Sukup.
See, here is Ian Sukup, now with a man on first and nobody out. We'll see how aggressive Hoke is going to be on the base pads. Takes a pretty large lead here. That one's high and away. And Barr's first outing of the season so far. Lead off first from Hoke. And he goes. Pitches low. The throw gets away, and it is collected and goes into center field. Hoke is going to go to third, and he is in there safely. A nice stolen base from Hoke, and Carson Quiyambo could not handle the errant throw. And it's an extra stolen base for Little Miami, now with a man on third and nobody out. We'll see if the Panthers can capitalize, try to get the first run of the game in. 2-0 from Barr is inside, ball 3. Lucas Basta on deck in the 3-hole. It's not the guy you want to have to the plate with runners on. That one's fouled off. Basta on deck, hitting .545 with a .643 OBP. A very dangerous hitter. See if Sukup can capitalize here. And he takes ball 4. So it's runners at the corners, still nobody out in the first.
Lucas Basta.
And here is Basta. Again, hitting .545. He leads the Panthers. Very dangerous hitter so far. It's counted for an RBI and 2 runs. That one's hit high and deep to left field. Runner back. Here's Hoke tagging. The throw home is not in time, and the Panthers score the first run of the game on a sacrifice fly from Lucas Basta. It's 1-0. And a nice work to get him to reach home plate first. Here is Braden Wisecarver. Man at first. That one's way up high. One down to the first. Panthers up early with a 1-0 lead. Pickoff goes to first, and he is in there back easily. It's Ian Suckup on first base. Already a stolen base for the Panthers today. That was a Hoke, and he made it to third on an errant throw. That one's up near the face. And Barr quickly in a 2-0 hole. Takes the lead, swing and a miss on a pitch low. Good breaking ball there from Mitchell Barr. Wisecarver hitting .286 to start the year, .375 OBP. And a swing and a miss for strike two, again with the breaking ball. If he can get a pitch going that can reliably get missed contact like that, he can keep the damage down maybe. 2-2, swing and a miss for strike three. 3 straight breaking balls from Mitchell Barr, and Wisecarver run up on strikes. First strikeout of the game. And the first strikeout of the year for Mitchell Barr. And now with his brother Ian on base, Isaac Sukup will take stance with 2 down in the first. Strike one called, runner goes to second, and he is safe for the second stolen base of the afternoon. So Ian now in scoring position, Isaac up to bat. We'll see if brother can drive brother in. He takes ball one. Barr with the strikeout early. 1-1 is high for ball two. Ian Suckup leads off at second with 2 down in the first. 2-1 to Isaac Suckup. He is fouled off. And we're even again, 2-2. Wind blowing in back towards behind home plate, back towards the crowd here. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That is behind Isaac Suckup. And the count is full with 2 out. And Suckup takes off his lead. And the pitch is low for ball 4. And another walk issued by Mitchell Barr.
Williams.
Here's Grayer Williams. With 2 men on, 2 outs. We'll see if the Panthers can add to the run they have already got home this inning. And that one's called a strike. Low and inside. Right on that corner there. Both Suckup brothers on base. Runner goes to third. Both runners will go now. The throw goes to second, and safe is the call. So it's second and third with 2 outs now. Ian and Isaac Suckup executing the double steal. And Mitchell Barr will try to get out of this one with only 1 run allowed. This one is high for ball 2. And Grayer Williams ahead of the count now. Still looking for his first hit of the game. Or sorry, his first hit of the year. And this one's for ball 3. Walker Broussard stands on deck for the Panthers. Here's the 3-1 count. This one hit hard into foul ground, and the count is full. Runners at second and third with 2 out here in the bottom of the first. Mitchell Barr trying to defend home plate. Their set payoff pitch is low for ball 4, and the bases are loaded now for Walker Broussard. And a big opportunity for someone who hasn't gotten a hit yet, and we have a meeting up at the mound. We'll see what the call is here. Perhaps just a meeting. Barr showing some nice stuff, especially with the breaking ball, but really good discipline by the Panthers here, showing control. It's now 4 walks they've drawn in the first inning. They've really put the pressure on Mitchell Barr now, as he will now face Walker Broussard, who again, yet to get a hit this campaign. It would be sweet to get one here, drive a couple runs home to add to this lead. First pitch to Broussard is lined foul down the left field line. At third stands Ian Suckup, at second Isaac Suckup, and at first Grayer Williams. Here's the pitch to third, and the throw to first is away and not in time, and 2 more runs will score off the errant throw. Ian and Isaac Suckup scores, and it's 3-0. Tough break as the inning continues, and here's Max Dooley, the first baseman. Yet to get a hit in his first 3 at-bats of the year. Runner goes again. The throw to second is not in time. That's yet another stolen base by the Panthers here this afternoon. That was Walker Broussard who gets the stolen base there. This one lined into left field, a base hit. Waving is on, 2 more runs will score. And it's 5-0 Little Miami in the first. What a start for the Panthers here this afternoon. Max Dooley's first hit of the year is a 2 RBI single. And here is Nolan Cordray, the freshman, looking to keep this inning going, and he takes strike 1. Dooley stands at first with 2 down. 5 home for the Panthers so far, and a swing and a miss for strike 2. Pickoff goes back to first, not in time. Cordray reaching a couple times this year, and he takes ball 1. One-two pitch. Fly ball out to right field. Couple runners coming on, and that's, I believe it just dropped in foul ground, so the runners will head back. Cordray has 2 stolen bases so far this year. Here's the 1-2, another pop-up. This one will go out of play. And a couple kids rushing after that one. Man on first. 2 down to the first, 1-2 count. That's inside, and it gets away. Dooley will go to second, and there will be no throw. So yet another free bag taken by the Panthers so far. And now another runner in scoring position. 2-2 to Cordray. Is high, and the count is full. Owen Hoke on deck. Ninth batter faced in the first inning for Mitchell Barr. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a line drive into center field. Runner's coming on. And that's going to get down. In to score is Dooley. Nolan Cordray's first hit of the year makes it 6-0.
Now batting number 1, Owen.
And we've batted around here in the first inning. Owen Hoke now back up to hit. He took a walk to get on base first time around, and this one is popped up into right field, into foul ground and out of play. Wind for sure had some factor there. And Josh Bronson for the Mariemont Warriors is now getting warm at the pen. Pitched 2/3 of an inning so far this year. And that one's away. And the count is 1-1. Nolan Cordray at first. That one is high and towards the face. And it's a 2-1 count. Barr trying to get out of this. Pickoff goes back to first, not in time. Here's the 2-1 from Barr. That one is high. Pickoff goes back to first, and again, the freshman Cordray is back in time. Tenth batter faced here in the first inning for Mitchell Barr. Here's the 3-1 and a called strike 2, so the count is full. Just clipped the high inside corner there. Barr would love to get out of this inning now. Payoff pitch. Ground ball is to third, and the ball is bobbled, so another error on the right side of the infield, and Hoke will reach once again. And this inning just continues to get out of hand. And here's Ian Suckup back up to bat. Eleventh batter of the inning faced by Mitchell Barr so far. First pitch is inside for ball 1. This one popped up into the right field foul ground. Stay in play. It will not. And it's strike 2 now to Ian Suckup. Six runs home so far. Panthers looking for more. First and second with 2 outs. 5 of the last 6 have come with 2 down in the first inning. And this one is low for ball 1. Or excuse me, ball 2. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And a called strike 2. Up hot, high fastball there. And again, Mitchell Barr will try to close out this inning. 2-2 pitch. Fouled back. Ian Suckup's already reached so far. And Lucas Basta stands on deck. He had a sacrifice fly to get the scoring going. Here's the pitch, hit hard into right center field. Ball is under it. And it gets down again. My goodness, another miscue in the outfield, and 2 more runs will score. It is 8-0. Mitchell Barr was halfway back to the dugout, thinking that the inning was over, but again, believe this wind is really messing with these balls out into the outfield, and the Panthers have really taken advantage now. 2 more runs scoring. And Lucas Basta takes ball 1. 8 runs home now in the first inning. The most scored by the Panthers so far this year in a game, and they've already done it in the first 2/3 of game number 5. To Oda Basta, inside, no, call strike 1. Here's the 2-1. Basta hits it high and deep to left field. Let's stay in play. And inning is over, finally. 8 runs home for the Panthers in the first inning. They have taken control of this game already. And Blake Longbottom
First item of business is a presentation, which is a swearing in of a new officer.
A Freestone Mayor with Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas.
Brings himself inside the tent. Touchdown, Mariemont.
From the top of the key, Tanner Harbor ties the score.
Deep left field.
Welcome to another edition of What's Going Down the Dale.
Welcome. You're listening to the Human Resource.
Yeah, well, as he fight.
Welcome back to Little Miami High School, where the blowout is on here early. We ended the second inning, and the Panthers put 8 runs home in their opening frame. 7 runs coming in those final 2 outs. Over 12 batters faced, and you can hear the wind. It has definitely played a factor so far. It's way the balls have come in the outfield, and some miscues out there, as Longbottom's first pitch is high. And up to bat, that is Brady Colcaro. Colcaro hitting .200 to start the year, his first at-bat of the game. That one is inside and low. Nearly clipped him in the foot. It's going to be very difficult for the Warriors to respond here. And looks like it hit him, but it will be ball 3. And drawing some walks, that's getting some people on base. That's a good way to try to cut into this lead. Still early, second inning, 3-0 count is inside and called. Oh, nope, strike 1. That looked inside to me, but it's a 3-1 count now. Here it is again, and Kokoro's aboard. A leadoff walk for the Warriors. It's a good sign to see. Offense will really need to get going to try to make up the ground on what this inning has, what this deficit is looking like early. Here's Luke Robinson, and takes strike one. Robinson hitting .286 to start the year. 2 hits and 7 at-bats. And ball one called. We're even. Hit hard down the right field line, and that's going to get down. It'll go to the wall. Kokoro will go to third. He will stop there, and it's second and third with nobody out. That is a great start for the Warriors. And we'll take a look at that hit, as that is something that Warriors desperately needed. Third hit of the year for Luke Robinson, who stands at second. First pitch. Falls in there for strike one. Wind really not letting up here. Two men in scoring position, nobody out here in the second. Warriors really looking for a response here. 0-1 from Longbottom, takes strike two. Two breaking balls here from Longbottom. Zach Meyer stands on deck for the Warriors here. 0-2, swing and a miss. Longbottom's first strikeout of the day, and his first of the year. And there's one down in the first. Excuse me, one down in the second. And Zach Mayer will come up to bat. Yet to get a hit so far this year. Right neon orange bat there. Really catching the eye against this dull gray sky. This one popped up into right field. Well, is calling for it, and Kokoro thinks about going, but he does not. And there are two quick outs here in the second. That's a big turn for Ryan Longbottom after getting set two men in scoring position with nobody out. Now he can try to get out of it without allowing a score. First pitch, strike one. Longbottom still being aggressive here. Oh, 1. Swing and a miss. Strike two now. And now Longbottom a strike away from keeping the Warriors off the scoreboard here. That'd be a good feeling to have with the offense already red hot to start the game, coming right back out here. Here's the 0-2 pitch. This one fouled off. Runners at second and third. Two outs here. And here's the 0-2. Got him. Wonderful pitching from Ryan Longbottom to get out of the jam, and that ends the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the second, where the Panthers, already up 8-0, will look to add to their lead.
I'm Chris Jakimick. I served in the United States Air Force, and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is, my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakimick, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. My service never stops.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back to Little Miami High School. Here for the bottom of the second inning, we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Warriors. This is Josh Bronson. Pitched 2/3 of the inning so far this year, has not allowed a run, and he'll look to cool down this red-hot Panthers offense, who put 8 runs home in the first inning against Mitchell Barr. Couple errors, couple walks, and a couple crucial hits. 5 hits so far for the Panthers. And it looks like Braden Wisecarver will be leading off for the Panthers.
Now pitching number 12, Andy Rapp.
And we're set to get going here in the bottom of the second inning. Braden Wisecarver for a second up out of the game. Here's the first pitch, way up high. Wisecarver, part of that onslaught that got all that run scored, and there's a swing and a miss for strike one. That one gets away, back to the backstop. Bronson, a junior. Here's the 2-1, takes strike 2. Control will be what it comes down to here. And here's the 2-2 pitch. And it's just high, and the count is full. 5 walks so far issued to the Panthers so far. Swing and a miss, and a quick strikeout gets the game going for Josh Bronson. That's really what the Warriors needed as they try to keep the score exactly as it is. Here is Isaac Suckup, and this one is high. This one popped up, heading out of play, and lands near the propane tank out in left field. Count even 1-1. Here's the pitch. Suckup takes ball 2. Two 1 up high again, and that's ball 3. Grayer Williams on deck for the Panthers here. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Up high, ball 4. And another walk issued by the Warriors. As the speedy Isaac Suckup, who already has a stolen base this afternoon,
Grayer Williams
takes first base, and here's Grayer Williams. Had a single, got a couple runs home in the first inning. We'll try to get some more going. First pitch to Williams is a low and away for ball 1. That gets away, and Suckup will easily take second base. That one was up near the head of Grayer Williams. And let's take a look at that. That was well away. That is Zach Meyer, unable to make the catch, and he's out there meeting with Bronson now. Try to get a game plan going. Now Grayer Williams up with a 2-0 count, man on second base. Panthers again threatening. To Williams. Hit high in the air, out towards top of the infield, and making the catch there is Carson Quiambo. That'll keep the runner at second base. They're 2 down to the second.
Batting Walker Broussard.
Walker Broussard now out once again. Man on second, 2 outs. First pitch to Broussard. That's lined into left field. Heading deep down, and that'll go to into the gap into the wall. Another run will score. Walker Broussard with an RBI double, and it's 9-0 Panthers here in the second. Nice clean double right down the gap in left center field. And that brings Suckup back home. Here is Max Dooley up to bat. Knocked in 2 runs in the first inning. And we'll try to knock in another here with a man on second, 2 outs. That one gets back into the zone for strike 1. Nice pitch there for Bronson. And this one is high, ball 1. Man on second. Runner goes. That pitch is low and in the dirt. There will be no throw. Another stolen base. That was a nice jump there from Walker Broussard. That's yet another stolen base by the Panthers. They've had a lot today. This one is low, and it's 3-1. Already a 9-0 lead for the Panthers. Dooley looking to add to more. 3-1 is taken for ball 4. Yet another walk.
Batting 9-15, Nolan Cordray.
And rounding out the order, the freshman, Nolan Cordray. Run is at the corners now with 2 outs. A lot of most of the runs, 7 of the 8 in the first inning, came with 2 outs, as this one is taken low for ball 1. Blue has not have a stolen base this year, but as Cordray takes ball 2, he did reach second base on a wild pitch. One run home in the second. 2 outs. Here's the 2-0 to Cordray. Oh, that hit him, and the bases are loaded.
Batting first,
Dooley goes to second, Cordray to first. And here comes Owen Hoke again. He's having a heck of a game so far. Bases loaded with 2 outs here in the second inning. Already a run home, and the Panthers looking to really blow this game wide open and take a double-digit lead here. First pitch to Hoke. That gets away. Here comes Broussard, and he will score. It is 10-0. Both runners advance. And the lead continues to grow for the Panthers. Just too much bite on that breaking ball. Hit well before the plate. Hoke pops it up into center field. Playable for Mose, and that's the inning. 2 more runs home for the Panthers here in the second inning, and the Warriors will come back up to bat, but they are down big. It is 10-0 Little Miami as we head to the third, right here on ICRC-TV.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut, the one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink, or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking, now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed, better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead, catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love is the majority. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our every day.
And welcome back to Little Miami High School as we start the top of the third inning. New pitcher out here for the Panthers, Isaac Slaughter, on the mound here for his first appearance of the year. Solid 2 innings put together by Blake Longbottom. 2 scoreless innings, a couple strikeouts. And Isaac Slaughter will inherit a dream scenario here with his team up 10-0 here in the third. And the Warriors held to just 1 hit. And the story's really been control here for the... It's really been control here for Mariemont's pitching. That's where they've really struggled. Put a lot of pressure on them, had a few breakout singles. And 10 runs, again, on just 6 hits and 2 errors. 8 of those coming in the first frame. And now the question is, can the Warriors get anything going? They did get a bit of a rally going with nobody out. They had runners at second and third, but Longbottom made quick work of the next 3 to keep them off the board. And now Slaughter will look to keep that 0 on the scoreboard. As up to bat is Bo Dieter. Crisp wood bat there on the mounds. Looks like a turbo bat from a view away. Remember when those were a big thing, especially in the MLB.
Now batting number 20, Bo Dieter.
And Slaughter now set to take the mound. Here comes the first pitch of the third inning to Bo Dieter. And that one's just outside. Dieter's been raking so far in the first 2 games. He's yet to get a hit today. One-0. Popped up. We'll see if it stays in play. And it drops foul out of play. Max Dooley in pursuit there. And even at a 1-1 count. And the wind continuing to make itself known. Now heading out towards left field. Here's the 1-1. That's high and near the face of Bo Dieter. And here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit hard into left field. That ball is caught out in center field for the first out of the inning. Nice catch there by Grayer Williams. Solid contact under it, just a bit too much on it for it. Fell right to the glove of Grayer Williams. Here's Owen Betker. Second at bat of the game. First pitch, ground ball to second. It'll be a tough play for Dooley, but he makes it look easy. And 2 quick outs here in the third.
Now batting number 4, Carson Q.
Here's Carson Quiyambo. So you take a look at that ground ball. Nice snag there by the first baseman, Dieter. Or excuse me, Max Dooley, I should say. Here's Quiyambo with 2 outs in the third. First pitch is outside. Had some heat on it. Wow. Here's the pitch. And that's up for ball 2. And a hitter's count here for Quiyambo. Warriors really need to get something going if they want to beat the mercy rule at the least and try to get back into this game. And that's ball 3. Sam Hill on deck for the Warriors. 3-0 to Quiyambo. That's high and inside for ball 4. Mariemont get a man on.
Batting fourth, number 3, Sam Hill.
Still a tough asking for Warriors as they try to get a rally going with 2 outs. First pitch, that gets away, and Quiyambo will go to second. Up high and near the head of Sam Hill. And Cordray unable to get glove on that. Slaughter already has 2 down. Man on second, here's the 1-0. That gets low, so it's 2-0. Brady Kokoro stands on deck. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Takes strike 1. Wind not letting up anytime soon. Get at 20-mile-an-hour winds. And this one fouled off. Cloud cover not getting much lighter either. There is rain on the forecast. Should this game press into the 4 o'clock hour. This one's inside, runner goes, and Cuyamba will take third easily. And the count is full now. Mariemont trying to give themselves a chance and get this 0 off the scoreboard now. 2 outs in the third, man on third. Here's the payoff. This one fought off. And we'll do it again. Payoff pitch, 2 outs, man on third. That gets away. And here comes Cuyamba, and he will score. And Mariemont is finally on the board here in the third inning. It's 10-1. Cuyamba scores on the wild pitch. That was ball 4, so Sam Hill will be on first. And really can't ask for can't really ask for much more than getting on the scoreboard. That's got to feel good after 2 very frustrating innings and a swing and a miss. That was Brady Kokoro taking a cut at that from Isaac Slaughter, and it's a quick 0-1 count. One swing and a miss, strike 2. Slaughter being aggressive, and it's paying off. Kokoro now in an 0-2 hole. Called, strike 3. Kokoro down on strikes, and that's the inning. 1 run allowed from Isaac Slaughter, but he keeps it just like that. And the Panthers will head back up to bat. It is a 10-1 lead when we come back here at the bottom of the third.
Love is a lesson that doesn't end. It knows no conditions, so you better buckle in. Love keeps you on your toes. It never stops, only grows. Love isn't easy. It's a commitment, especially when they're being their most resistant. Love is being prepared for the journey ahead. Love doesn't let any concerns go unsaid. Love is finding the right seat so you can take a breath. But remember, love isn't lax. It always double checks. Check that your kids are in the right seat at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Love protects.
Welcome back to Little Miami High School as we begin the bottom of the third here. Panthers with a dominant 10-1 lead as we enter the third frame of hitting. Josh Bronson on the mound again. And leading off for the Panthers, Ian Suckup as he takes ball 1. Two runs allowed from Bronson in the last frame. As Suckup fouls this one off, and we're even at 1-1. Looks like it landed on the cage of the softball field just behind us. 1-1. Hard up the middle, and a nice catch there. How about that from Sam Hill at second base? And that'll take a run off the board, and that'll take a hit off the board. Brilliant stag there from Sam Hill. Highlight of the day easily for Mariemont. Here's Lucas Basta. It's a run batted in at a sacrifice fly in the first. This one hit hard to center field. Hill going back, and he drops it. And Basta's aboard. Well, it doesn't take away from the excellent play he had just a few minutes ago, but it does mean that Basta is aboard now with one out. And here is Braden Wisecarver for his third at-bat of the game. First pitch is high for ball one. Basta's got a couple stolen bases. We'll see if he goes. Here's the pickoff throw. And doesn't seem to be holding cleanly, so Basta's safe there. It's Brady Kokoro at first base for the Warriors. Another pickoff there. One 0 to Wisecarver. Swing and a miss, strike one. Bit on the breaking ball. One, and strike two called. Nice pitching here from Bronson. The man on first. And the 1-2 pitch, runner goes, grounded to third, and it's not handled cleanly. The throw to first gets away. It'll roll into foul grounds. Basta will come around third, and he will score. Another costly error in the infield for Mariemont. And the Panthers add to their lead. It is 11-1 here in the third. Some nice base running there from Lucas Basta.
Number 14, Thomas Jackson.
To keep the pedal to the metal all the way to home plate. Here's Thomas Jackson. Just some tough breaks here. That's the third error of the game from Mariemont. And some of them have been crucial, like that drop. If that drop's called an error, it will be their fourth actually. This one grounded to third. Trying to go to second now, and he is out at second base. But there will be no throw to first. Fielder's choice for the second out of the bottom of the third.
Number 8, Grayer Williams.
And Grayer Williams will come up to bat. Josh Bronson, first pitch to Grayer Williams is low, ball one. Throw go back to first to check on Thomas Jackson. Ten-run lead, and that's ball two. So hitters count here for Grayer Williams. Three runs in for Bronson, and it's a 3-0 count now. Grayer Williams, a couple ribbies in this game already. 3-0 pitch is low for ball four. So it's first and second with 2 outs, and the Panthers looking to put together another 2-out rally, just like they did in the first inning.
Now batting number 2, Walker Broussard.
And up to bat is Walker Broussard. Jackson leads off at second. Grayer Williams at first. First pitch to Broussard. Swing and a miss for strike one. Nice cut, nice bite on that breaking ball there. Here's the 0-1. Takes strike 2. And Bronson looking to put this frame away with only 1 run batted in. Here's the pitch. Did he go? Yes, he did. And that's the inning. A strikeout puts it away for Josh Bronson. A run allowed on a throwing error. But it's a 10-run lead still for the Panthers as the Warriors will go back up to bat. Panthers up 11-1 after 3.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Left field.
Welcome to another edition of What's Going Down the Dale.
Welcome. You're listening to the Human Resource.
Yeah, well, does he fight?
Welcome back to Little Miami High School as we begin the 4th inning here. Panthers up 11-1. And they have dominated since the first inning. 8 runs home in the first, 2 in the second, and then another in the third to get to the score line of where it is right now. Isaac Slaughter back out on the mound for a second inning of work. He allowed 1 run back in the 3rd inning. And now the Warriors will once again look to chip into this lead. The mercy rule is looming now. Only a couple more frames to go to cut into this lead, keep the game going. And up to bat here is Luke Robinson. And just 1 hit here for the Warriors today. Had a couple walks, but a lot more is going to be needed. They want this game to continue. First pitch to Robinson, Warriors down 10. This one into left field, a base hit, so a good start to the game. Or, excuse me, good start to the inning for Luke Robinson. Takes the first pitch to the opposite field. And a man on for Sam Jones. First pitch from Slaughter. Takes strike 1. Robinson leads off at first. Nobody out. Here's the 0-1. That is behind Sam Jones. Nice snag there from Grayer Williams to keep Luke Robinson from advancing. Here's the 1-1. That's low for ball 2. Ball gets away, and Luke Williams will reach second base with a stolen base. And now a runner in scoring position for Sam Jones. Let's take a look at that steal. Good awareness there. Just immediately takes off the second he sees it on the ground. No chance for a throw. 2-1 from Slaughter is outside for ball 3. Zach Meyer looming on deck for Isaac Slaughter. Now behind 3-1. Here's the pitch. Takes strike 2 and the count is full. Robinson leads off on second. He got a stolen base already. Here's the payoff pitch. That gets away, and it's ball 4. So 2 on, nobody out. Great start to the inning for Mariemont. And Zach Mayer will look to push some runs home here in the 4th with nobody out. Wind has calmed down for the moment. See if it picks up again. This one grounded. This will be a tough play. Throw goes to first, and it is in time, but the runners advance to second and third. Still just 1 out.
Next batter, number 21, Trey Gabbard.
Now Trey Gabbard up to bat for the second time. Struck out his first appearance. First pitch from Slaughter. And did he go? He did not. So count is 1-0. Luke Robinson stands at third. Sam Jones at second. One-0. Strike 1. Just to say, the wind is sort of calming down. It's starting to pick up again, heading back towards home plate. This one grounded up the middle. This is going to score a run. The throw to first. Wow, did he make the play? Wow, that is an impressive throw, and what a snag there for Max Dooley for the second out of the inning. A run scores for Mariemont, but that looked like the play had no chance with the slow roller back up the middle. But Sam Jones now stands at third, and it's 11-2. And the umpires are having a conference about that. So now, 2 outs and a runner at third. Up to bat is Bo Dieter. First pitch, clipped foul. Dieter's a guy that you can rely on to bring this runner at third home so far this season. Let's see if he can do that. Here is the 0-1. Again fouled back. Runner at third, 2 outs here in the 4th. Here's the 0-2. Takes ball 1. What a take there from Bo Dieter. That is a very tough one to take, just off the plate, barely. One, 2. And again, another good take. That one more far away. And Dieter now working the count even. Warriors down 11-2. 2-2. And a strike three called on the check swing, or no, umpire says he held up, so now the count is full with 2 outs. Bit of a bang-bang play there. Man at third, here's the payoff pitch. Crushed back up the middle. Ball's throw to first. And they're gonna say Dooley was pulled off the bag. So another run is scored for Sam Jones. And it's 11-3 now, courtesy of the ground ball from Bo Dieter. Yeah, very, very tough play. Pulled Dooley's foot right off the bag. And a called strike one to Owen Betkirk. Wind now in full force again, heading back towards home plate. Dieter leads off at first. Pitch is inside. They check on Dieter, who goes back to first. Even now at 1-1. Top of the fourth here. Panthers up 8 runs, 11-3. This one is high. Becker with the 2-1 count. 2 outs at the top of the fourth, man on first. That's Bo Dieter. 2-1 from Slaughter. Runner goes, and Dieter will reach without a throw. And it's a 3-1 count now. Warriors putting Slaughter to work now. Another man in scoring position. The 3-1 pitch. Outside, ball 4, and the inning continues. And Carson Quiambo now up to bat with first and second with 2 outs. We'll see how much the Warriors can take from this 2-out rally. And that's a called strike one. On the outside corner. Quiambo was the runner who came all the way around to score for the first run of the game for Mariemont. This one is low and inside. Slaughter the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball to short. Throw will go to second, and the inning is over. 2 runs home for the Warriors. They cut into this lead. But the Panthers still hold their dominant 8-run deficit. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Little Miami up 11-3.
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love is the majority. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our everyday.
back at Little Miami High School for the bottom of the fourth inning. And the wind is absolutely blustering. It's entirely possible you can barely hear my voice over it. Now pushing back over home field, more of the aggressive gusts that we've seen this afternoon. Almost as aggressive as the Panthers' offense has been today. 8 runs in the first inning has pushed them to this cushion, and they now lead 11-3 in the fourth. Looking to get more off of Josh Bronson. And the first pitch is away for ball 1. Up to bat now is Max Dooley. Had a couple of nice plays here in the last frame as this one is grounded to the shortstop. And it gets away. The throw to first is in time to... No, it pushed him off the bag. So Dooley reaches again. And we'll see if that goes in the books as a hit or another infield error. If it's an error, it would be the 5th of the game for Mariemont. And already a man on board. Just 2 pitches into the 4th inning. Here's Thomas Jackson up to bat here. Takes strike 1 high. Might be having some... This one gets away. Dooley will stay at first. Apologize for the technical difficulties. Our cameras are flickering in and out here. And now a 3-0 count for Thomas Jackson. Takes ball 4, ball gets away. No, I believe that was ball 3 actually. So Dooley with another base off of a wild pitch. 3-1 to Jackson, that's way high, and another walk. First and second now with nobody out. Here comes...
Now batting number 3, Cam Fox.
Here comes Cam Fox on as a substitution. His first step out of the game. And he takes strike 1. Dooley leads off at second, Thomas Jackson at first. Nobody out in the 4th. As Fox takes ball 1. Third inning of work now for Josh Bronson. He's got 3 runs. 3 runs allowed home so far today. This one is low. Dooley will stay at second. And again, a hitter's count for Panthers. 2-1 to Cam Fox. The stylish teal bat. This one gets away. Dooley and Jackson will both advance. And it's second and third with nobody out. And a 3-1 count for Cam Fox. That's pretty much been the story of the game for the Warriors. So many opportunities for the Panthers to take a couple extra bases, and they've had them. And that's ball 4, so Cam Fox's first step out of the game. He works a walk on 5 pitches.
And number 2, Ian Sukup.
And here is Ian Sukup. And perhaps a pitching change is in order here as we meet. We'll take a break here as the Mariemont Warriors will talk it out. Panthers lead 11-3 with the bases loaded and nobody out when we come back.
I'm Chris Jackamick. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jackamick, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. My service never stops.
And welcome back. New pitcher on the mound for the Warriors, Sam Hill, taking over from second base. And he inherits a less than ideal scenario here. Bases loaded, nobody out. And Ian Sukup is up to bat here. Sam Hill with a couple strikeouts and an ERA of 9 over 2 1/3 to start the year. And that first pitch is low for ball 1. Well, you've heard it throughout the broadcast. The wind has been present, very present so far today. This one is grounded foul to the left field corner. (11-3) Panthers. Here's a liner to right field, and that's going to drop for a base hit. It gets away from the right fielder. Dooley comes in to score, and runner holds at third, so the bases stay loaded with nobody out, and it's 12-3.
Lucas Basta.
And here is the dangerous Lucas Basta. Again, leading the Panthers in batting average to start the year so far. Now he has a dream scenario with the bases loaded and nobody out. First pitch, fouled back. Nine-run lead for the Panthers. They have been relentless so far today. 1-1 pitch. That's going to be ball 1. Bases loaded, nobody out. Hill deals to Basta. Clipped into right field. If it stays fair, it's dangerous. That is a fair ball. Windmill is on for all 3 runners. Basta headed to third. The throw home is off the mark. It is a 3 RBI triple for Lucas Basta, and it is 15-3. It's just a nice piece of hitting there from Lucas Basta in opposite field. Lands just fair. And everyone was running. So 3 more RBIs to add so far to Lucas Basta. And here is Braden Wisecarver trying to bring Basta home as he takes ball 1 up high. This one inside, it gets away. Here comes Basta to the plate. The throw home is not in time. Another run scores. 16-3. And this is the kind of performance that Little Miami can head into Easter Sunday feeling real good about. They've capitalized on all of Mariemont's mistakes, and they've put 16 home today. This one is high and near the head of Wisecarver, and it's 3-0 now. Yeesh. Had some heat on it, too. 3-0 from Hill is ball 4. And still nobody out. Braden Wisecarver takes first.
Number 14, Thomas Jackson.
And Thomas Jackson now back up to bat for the Panthers. Looking at a potential mercy rule on the horizon here. First pitch from Hill is low for ball 1. Throw back to first, and Wisecarver gets back in safely. Jackson stands in the box, 1-0. Hit hard into center field, and they make the catch, and there's one down in the 4th. Looked a bit dangerous there with 3 players in the vicinity.
Number 8, Grayer Williams.
And let's take a look at that collision out there as Grayer Williams comes up to bat. He's got a couple hits today. Throw back to first, not in time. Wisecarver back in. Little Miami up 16-3 here in the 4th. Grayer Williams. It's a fly ball out to right field. It's the second baseman who makes the play. Nice catch there from Bo Dieter. And there's 2 down in the 4th.
Number 2, Walker Broussard.
And Walker Broussard back up to bat now. Now with 2 down in the 4th. Lucas Basta, and that pitch is inside. Lucas Basta contributing to all 4 runs home in the 4th inning. Or excuse me, 4 or 5. Hit a 3 RBI triple to make it 15-3 as that one is taken for strike 1. Then came home on a wild pitch. Here's the pitch to Broussard, swing and a miss, strike 2. Wisecarver stands at first, 2 out in the 4th. And Sam Hill looks to get the Warriors back up to bat again. At least one more time in this game. Here's the pitch, it's away. Wisecarver goes back to first. And the count is 2-2 now. Sam Hill delivers the 2-2 pitch, is high, and the count is full. Panthers looking to add to their lead. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a ground ball to shortstop. Throw back to first, gets away, and the inning continues. Brady Colcaro cannot make the pick from the dirt.
Number 18,
and Max Dooley is now up to bat with runners at first and second with 2 outs. It's been a rough day for the infield for Mariemont. As Sam Hill delivers the first pitch, takes strike 1. Thirteen-run lead for the Panthers. So they will look to put this game away here in this frame. This one is high for ball 1. Wisecarver at second. Broussard at first. 2 down in the 4th. Swing and a miss. Big swing from Dooley. Could not connect, and it's 1-2 now. He was trying to hit for the fences there. He's trying to end the game. And Sam Hill kicks and deals the 1-2, swing and a miss, and that's the inning. 5 runs home again, more runs home for the Panthers. Their lead, the largest today, 13. We'll head to the top of the 5th inning as the Panthers look to put this one away. 16-3 after 4. Top of the 5th inning here underway at Little Miami High School. New pitcher on the mound for the Panthers here. This is Dominic Mann making his first appearance of the season. And should be a pretty relaxed outing for him. As you can see, the Panthers hold a 13-run lead over the Mariemont Warriors today. Again, 8 runs home for the Panthers here in the first inning. 2 in the second, another in the third, and then 5 more, courtesy of a Lucas Basta RBI, 3 RBI triple. And we're approaching Mercy Rule territory.
Number 3, Sam Hill.
And Sam Hill is up to bat. He just pitched the last inning. They'll need 4 runs, I believe, for the game to continue beyond this frame. So Dominic Mann looking to wrap things up here. Put a bow on this very windy and cloudy afternoon here at the ballpark for the Panthers. It's been very successful. Pretty much all aspects of the game for them. As Sam Hill takes ball 1 low. I believe there's a truck out in right field that felt compelled to make its presence known as Sam Hill fouls that one out. Mann kicks and deals the 1-1. That's low and away for ball 2. Brady Kolkero on deck for the Warriors. Here's the 2-1 from Mann. That's away for ball 3. Mariemont's had a couple walks to start the 4th inning, excuse me. They got a couple runs home. See if they can get it here. Here's the 3-1. That's line into left and just foul. That sounded good off the bat, but Sam Hill just unable to keep it fair. And the count is full now, 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch from Dominic Mann. And that's low and away for ball 4. And a leadoff walk here for Sam Hill. And Brady Kolkero comes up to bat with a man on first and nobody out.
Will Stevens.
First pitch to Kokoro, swing and a miss, strike one. Wind blowing out towards left field. Swing and a miss, strike two. Two quick swings and misses. Man has Kokoro on the ropes now. Sam Hill takes his lead off of first. Nobody out. Here's the 0-2. Called strike three, and a 3-pitch strikeout for Dominic Mann for the first out of the fifth. Just a good pitch there. Seemed a bit low, but great work done by Dominic Mann to make him hope for a take there. Here's Luke Robinson. That one is low and away. Sam Hill takes his lead off of first and looks. Kicks and deals 1-0. Called strike one. Clipped that low outside corner. Man deals, and that's outside, ball two. Sam Jones on deck for the Warriors. Double play ball is in effect here. 2-1. Hit into the right field gap. That is gonna get down for a base hit. It will go all the way to the wall. And Sam Hill will hold at third, and it's a double for Luke Robinson. He's got a couple hits today, and it's second and third with one out for Sam Jones. He sat on that curveball and put it right where he wanted to. So now Sam Jones this one clipped into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Windmill is on for Robinson. In to score is Sam Hill. The throw home is errant, and Sam Jones will go to second. It's a 2 RBI single. He takes an extra base, and it's 16-5. And a nice sequence of hitting there. This one jacked to the opposite field, right where they didn't want it to be. And now with a man on second and one out, Zach Meyer can push this back to a 10-point game. Just 2 more runs here, they can push this to another inning and avoid the mercy rule. And strike one called for Zach Meyer. Mayer the pitch. That's low. Sam Jones stays at second. Mayer the 1-1 pitch to Meyer. Called strike two on the low inside corner. Set. And here's the 1-2 pitch. That's low and behind Mayer for ball 2. Sam Jones stays at second. 2-2 to Meyer. Clipped to the right field. No play at second. The throw to first is in time for the second out. Sam Jones goes to third. Or no, he stays at second base.
Number 21, Trey Gabbard.
So a nice check there by Braden Wisecarver to keep the runner at second. Now Turner up to bat. First pitch. Strike one on the inside. Little Miami an out away from putting this one away. Up 11. This one clipped foul. And now it's 0-2. Little Miami up 16-5. Runner at second. Here's the 0-2. That's into the dirt, and Sam Jones will go to third. Wind's back towards home plate now. Here's the 1-2 from Mayer. Into the dirt again, and we're even at 2-2. To Turner. Called strike three. And that's the inning. And that is the ball game. Little Miami wins it on mercy rule. Final score 16-5. An 8-run first inning put this one out of reach, and they never looked back. An 11-run win for the Panthers, the most runs they've scored this year so far. And this one is in the books. Little Miami will go to 3-2. Mariemont will drop to 1-2.
Panthers 16, Warriors 5.
And that's going to do it from us here at ICRC-TV. My name is Charlie Gaynor. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time. Once again, Little Miami 16, Mariemont 5.